A hairdresser has come forward alleging a long-term affair with the married candidate.
Emma Thompson stars there as the wife of a presidential candidate in primary colors, starring John Travolta in the film version of the controversial bestseller. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Primary Colors is the eagerly awaited new film by Mike Nichols starring John Travolta, based on the bestseller by Anonymous, who is actually Joe Klein, formerly of Newsweek, about the campaign adventures of a presidential candidate who obviously resembles Bill Clinton. The big news for me is this is a superb film. Primary Colors is the most knowledgeable and thoughtful mainstream political movie really of recent years.
I'm going to tell the truth. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking he must really be desperate to do that, but if you had to swallow enough garbage.
You can say it, we're X-rated.
Yeah, me too, if you believe what you read in the paper.
The movie offers a fascinating portrait of the candidate and his wife, played here by Emma Thompson, who is furious with him for missing an important appearance in the New Hampshire primary.
These people don't know you. They probably don't even remember your state. They're waiting to be swept off their feet by Orlando Ozio, who's the governor of a real state, but they came to meet you, and you didn't show. You know, I talked to the head of the Portsmouth Democratic Party about fly fishing for an hour and 45 minutes.
The movie is told from the point of view of a campaign worker named Henry, played by Adrian Lester, who gets swept up by the candidate's charisma. More realistic is the candidate's old friend Libby, played by Kathy Bates, who is brought on board to handle damage control.
We gotta stop them before they stop us. We gotta crush them and sweep them up. From now on, you can call me the Dustbuster. You know, honey child, I'm stronger than dirt.
I believe you.
Bates is wonderful in this movie, funny, raucous, angry, and touching in an Oscar-caliber performance. By midway in the campaign, Henry is having an affair with another staff member, and a veteran political consultant is sharing their exhaustion.
You know, Henry, when this is all over, you and me ought to work together. Set up a consulting firm, tap that black Hotchkiss vote.
Oh, look, both of you, stop with the when this is over, we are pros, all right? Maybe you're pros, but I've gotten emotionally involved.
Can I sleep here?
No.
That's Maura Tierney, and Billy Bob Thornton there was a Southern political pro who looks a whole lot like Clinton advisor James Carville. Primary Colors follows the broad outlines of Clinton's primary campaign, bimbo eruptions and all, but it's not simply a docudrama. It's an intelligent, perceptive film written by Elaine May and directed by Mike Nichols with real insight into human nature. And from John Travolta and Emma Thompson come two performances that could have been awkward or embarrassing, but are absolutely wonderful, self-assured, subtle, and convincing.
Oh, it's top-flight entertainment. But you know, the big story, of course, on this film has been that somehow it's been softened. And let me tell you something. If it has been softened, that doesn't mean it's soft. This is rough stuff. I was shocked. The language that is used between the two of those characters, I mean, words that are thrown at President Clinton, let's face it. I mean, you know, it's sophistry to suggest this is anybody but President Clinton. So the language that's used is shocking.
Oh, well, this movie hasn't been softened because I've read the book, you have too, and basically the book is here on the screen. What's also interesting is the way they really deal with ethical issues. If you get some dirt, do you bring it out? Do you let somebody else bring it out? How do you handle it? Where do you draw the line?
Well,
it's really advanced and mature in its handling of those kinds of subjects.
That's because the subject is dirt.
Yes.
Really. Now, the film has a larger purpose, and that's what, you know, elevates it as a very special movie. And that is saying that we are consumed by dirt. That the public discourse is now about the cheapest material in these politicians' lives and issues. I mean, think about it. I'm just thinking through the picture. What issue is really discussed? There's something about, you know, who's going to cut Social Security, but it's not really dealt with.
It's all about personalities and secrets and gossip and tabloid journalism. And yet at the same time, oddly enough, I think the film basically will hurt President Clinton less than it will help him.
As long as you stated it, I completely disagree.
Well,
I think this is going to hurt
in your lead since you started.
I think this is going to hurt him a lot.
I don't think so.